కమ్మని ప్రేమ లేఖని రాసిందు హృదయమై
That's yeah, that is so good.
ప్రియతమాని నీచట కుశలమాని
Vachata kushalamai. I came to engineering and my dad's like, "Nahi, she has to be independent." And mom's like, "Meri bachche." And I'm like, "Aise mat chodo." All of that shit was happening, full drama.
I was in third class and my mom left me to Missouri and I am telling her कि मत जाओ ना प्लीज मत जाओ मैं क्या करूंगा अकेला यहाँ पर प्लीज
Game nailed that part. This guy, जो अभी आपने बताया था ना कि आपने ये roles किए राम कृष्ण. You know the opposite of Bhagwan? That is what he does. And then my dad said, "Beta, if you're going to wait for people to do things, then you're going to be waiting your entire life."
तो आज की जो मेरी जिगरी है वो बहुत ही जिगरी है. द लविंग, स्मार्ट, इंटेलिजेंट, दिलदार, फन लविंग, मेरी गेम्स में सबसे बड़ी कॉम्पिटिटर, पूरे ओनरशिप के साथ जुड़ी रहने वाली, मेरे दिल के गार्डन की सबसे बड़ी ट्री, प्रेजेंटिंग टू यू श्रेया धनवंतरी. हेलो एंड वेलकम. थैंक यू फॉर कमिंग टू सनी सुनाई बातें. So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. मतलब I got such a great introduction. उसके बाद I feel like I'm sitting a little proper.
तो श्रेया, let's start with this thing कि हम लोग की पहली मेमोरी क्या है? Let me start. जो अंदर कह भी रही थी श्रेया, it is there on my cards actually.
Very fancy यार सब मतलब बहुत प्रॉपर है यहाँ पे सब. I'm seeing it.
लगे 3-4 एपिसोड्स ये सब करने में.
Very fancy.
Thank you. My memory of Shreya is Family Man, of course. और Family Man के शो में जो फैमिली ट्री की सबसे बड़ी कड़ी थी मेरे हिसाब से, वो वापस श्रेया धनवंतरी.
I like it. मतलब tree का relation. Nice.
So I think generally in my life I'm not very recluse. I am थोड़ा similar है हमारा कि दोस्ती में inclusion and all those things.
Take time.
No. In general life, with my friends or anything of that sort. पर ये set पे था मैं.
हाँ.
I don't know. I was also figuring out. So probably I was not in my element in that shoot, and I was figuring out कि
Correct. Because that's what I remember. That's exactly what I remember.
हाँ, तो I was in my shoot कि करना है और शांति से बढ़िया से shoot करना है. But this girl, whenever I saw her, she's just happy all the time and कोई ना कोई है साथ में, लोग हैं और कोई नहीं है तो तू भी आ जा. She's so inclusive.
But it's true क्योंकि जो भी लोग अभी देख रहे होंगे, they will be agreeing with me. हाँ, ये ऐसे करती है.
Chunki, you are so inclusive and you are so sweet and you have a sweet tooth. I would like to call for some sweets for you.
Thank you. This is true. I do have a sweet problem और इनको पता है. It's a very gambhir problem actually.
I hope you like this. It's looking very fancy.
I love it. This chocolate in black sesame, which I actually really like. I really like this actually.
So it's the food is foo good.
You were taking a little bit of time to open up, and it's not just you. I see that because everybody wants to be proper and professional. They want to behave. For some reason, I don't think that. I don't think that you have to. I mean, I don't know. I don't take time. And I remember कि I don't think I gave you a choice.
Yeah.
मतलब आप आ जाओ.
Yeah, आजा तू. No judgments, no concepts, no preconceived notions. She's just there. She's out there and she's like, चलना. क्या vanity में बैठा है? चल इधर आ. चल क्या खेलते हैं, ये करते हैं. It was Pune. Wherever between Pune or whatever.
But factory में ना वो sugarcane factory में.
Sugarcane factory, the climax of season 1.
Yeah, that is our hello.
So that is the time I have that memory clear in my head that there's so much love, so much inclusion कि आदमी का heart ना भी बोलना चाहे कि नहीं जाना है तो भी उसके पास choice ही नहीं. And she doesn't give a choice. But it was amazing and it has been like that since then. I think.
वैसे बोलते हैं ना वो reels में जो आते हैं like 7 years later. So it's good to give your friends no free will. Yeah. Use this. There's a hot tip for today. Don't give any freedom to any of your friends.
Yeah, and this show is about friendship and there's so much love that we are talking about. What is your thought or idea about friendship, or what is friendship to you?
most of my best, deepest, messiest relationships have all been like the people who've stood by me, and they're all my friends. I feel like my entire foundation of my personality is all of you.
Yes, 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 yes. And I'm with you. And I'm glad that we are sharing this journey together because मुझे ऐसा लगता है, मैं पहले भी बोल चुका हूँ, friends are a reason for uh, emotional, mental, physical sanity at all levels, celebration, love. एक मेरे लिए तो मोहब्बत है जनरली दोस्ती
यार दोस्ती है
मेरे लिए दोस्ती मोहब्बत है
ये वाली लाइन हर एपिसोड में आती है ना हाँ आई फील लाइक हर एपिसोड में आता
नहीं 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 ये शाहरुख के बाद अभी आया है ऐसा भी नहीं है अगर मैं सोचूं कि एक मेरे सामने आता है श्रेया so then I feel a smile vibrancy chirpiness cuteness
तो मेरे बारे में ऐसे सोचती ही नहीं हूँ
inclusion that's what I feel what do you feel
you know when it comes to Sunny Hinduja I don't think you can be ignored and I think that's a very powerful thing to be because I feel like there are a lot of people who are like negligible you know those people I'm talking about I know you know but you can't be ignored I feel like whether it's people who have randomly met you at our famous game nights
yeah we'll come to that also
we'll come to that yeah put a pin baad mein
it's a pin
yeah but whether it comes to that whether people talk to you for 2 minutes whether they've seen you even on screen whether it's Sandeep Bhaiya or Milind or any of the wonderful roles that you've played you are I think are a force that cannot be ignored I'm serious though I really mean this I don't think you can be ignored even when you are playing Ram
huh?
You are playing in that mythological
Ram
right yeah even when it is that it's because of that you got
exactly I want to say that I played that epic show the
मतलब epic भी है पर epic channel भी था
Devlok with Devdutt Patnaik in that I played Ram Krishna Vishnu and ये देख के ये बड़े important roles थे जिसे देख के family man मिला गया and it was very very instrumental और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कोई भी रोल हम लोग सोचते हैं हमारी
छोटा बड़ा नहीं होता
नहीं छोटा बड़ा नहीं हम लोग सोचते हैं हमारी एक्टिंग जर्नी में कब रोल आएगा क्या आएगा ये रोल मैंने किया इतना अच्छा था कि नहीं बट कोई रोल खाली नहीं जाता है उसको कोई ना कोई देख के कहीं ना कहीं कुछ दूसरा रोल मिल जाता है सो इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट टू कीप डूइंग रोल्स छोटा बड़ा तो सबको पता ही है
but that's what I mean I don't think you can be ignored that's what I think when I think of you
शुक्रिया बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अच्छा मुझे ये था कि जो इंक्लूजन मैंने बात की ना दोस्तों की तो टिल आई मेट यू सी आई FTI के मेरे दोस्त हैं हमारा पूरा गैंग है I was that person.
I'm going to eat. I feel like
start
I've
eating.
become a very nice person. I'm ध्यान पूरा यहीं पे है.
I used to feel कि जो inclusion वाला मामला है ना दोस्तों को तो ये खिताब मेरे पास ही था until I met you तुम तो उसमें मेरी माँ निकली बाप नहीं बोल सकते ना तो when I met you I said अरे ये तो next level है so that was
because
a revelation for me
because I think I still think you choose the people that you surround yourself with you have like मतलब ध्यान रखते हो my problem which he has experienced personally is that I accept everybody with no discrimination and then I suffer and then people slowly start getting
and then suffer होने के बाद फिर कुछ लोग वापस भी आ जाते हैं she's still open with hearts
I have made that mistake also yeah I have made that mistake I'm trying to improve thoda I'm trying to be like Sunny ki matlab you have to be a little bit selective of who you let in to your heart and your space my problem is I'm little free for all ashram type
इंट्रोडक्शन में मैं बोला था कि मेरी सबसे बड़ी कॉम्पिटिटिव इन गेम्स सी कंपटीशन
you love competition I love competition
मैं आपको बता दूं आपके दर्शकों को बता दूं he looks so sweet look at him please zoom into this face this thopda he looks so sweet so nice so sunny so sushil so wonderful and all this जब गेम निकलता है बाहर जब गेम निकलता है बाहर this guy जो अभी आपने बताया था ना कि आपने ये रोल्स किए राम कृष्ण You know the opposite of Bhagwan? That is what he does. This is what he is.
But tell
No, it's you are also maybe not like me, but competitive में उतनी ही है,
I am competitive,
उतनी ही
but
strong
I'm
है.
not like-
And Sharib said that अपने उसमें कि
हाँ.
that's the reason we win maximum games. But तू मुझे पता, मेरा तो मैं बताता हूँ. What is your knack or what is that inside you that makes you so competitive?
See, my question is, why are you playing if you're not going to want to win? मतलब जीतने के लिए तो खेलते हैं ना.
No, if you ask people,
मजे
sometimes
करने
they
के
just
लिए
play
ना.
to just play for fun.
I'm not that people. I mean, I feel like if you're going to play, you're going to play your best to try and win. Otherwise, what is the point?
Most of the times, Shreya wins and उसका competitor टक्कर हमारी
होती है और by chance हम अगर सेम टीम में आ गए.
Oh, then forget it. Then I don't think people are winning. That hasn't happened though. I don't think people have.
Last time शारिब के घर पे हुआ था, वो छोटा सा टाइम था. And then we were like कि ठीक है कोई भी दे दो दूसरी टीम में चले. So coming to अब जब गेम की इतनी बातें हो रही हैं, I think let's get to the game nights. Shreya, can you tell me इस game nights का इजाद कहाँ और कैसे हुआ?
My family and I play a lot of games. It's a thing that my family and I do. मतलब it's patte and board games, and I have a lot of those. So it's something that I think we were playing once, and I randomly called Sunny and Sharib. And then we taught them this game called I Declare.
I Declare, yeah, it started from there.
Yeah, it started from I Declare. And then they started liking it so much, then I started introducing them to other games. And then they started liking that. And it just spread, yeah.
And then it became a game night event. And now...
people are...
And now, let me tell you, people, they see stories, first of all, they always message me that they love the camaraderie. You, me, Sharib, they just love it. Orithro, Manisha, all these people. So ये हमारी camaraderie जो थी, इसके लिए बहुत बात की जाती. So Shreya, I think हमें वो entry fee करनी पड़ेगी. But because of who she is, she just openly embraces everybody. In fact, when we came here for the recce in this restaurant, Foo, so we met Bijay Nambia sir, and I met him for the first time, and of course I.
Supposed to come for a game.
So listen, I told him, sir, I'm a admirer of your work. He said the same, whatever, and all that. I've seen you most of the times in Shreya's story. I want to come to the game night. मैंने कहा, sir, you're always welcome, and I'm sure Shreya तो बिंदास बोलती है. Please come. So ऐसे incidences भी होते रहते.
But it's true because now, in fact, I get complaints also from these guys. Because I make friends, right? I make friends with a wonderful man sitting behind here who's also like one of this. But now, if I go on a new set, like if I've just done a shoot, their first question is like, so, अब कौन आ रहा है game night में? Who do we have to be nice to?
It has become a beautiful
it's a nice thing.
family and we love it, yeah. Game nights में थोड़ा spill करें, deal see क्या होता है, क्या games होती हैं. Or probably we can show you an example in a while.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, we can maybe do a special episode of Sunny Sunayi Baatein, where you can actually see how your host and host is on game night. People will actually see true colors.
इतना भी बुरा नहीं यार, ऐसे मत बोल.
उनको बताने दो. Let them judge, no? See, he can't believe.
So, your love for cinema, which is what I wanted to highlight, because I know every Friday you are in the theater. चाहे कोई हो या ना हो, मुझे ऐसा लगता था यार अकेले कैसे जाऊं, you know, कोई तो साथ होना चाहिए. I had been contemplating on this for the longest time. Then I met her. She's like, I go every Friday, अकेले. मैं कहा अकेले? हाँ, कोई आता है तो ठीक है, नहीं तो अकेले. It's so amazing. So tell me about your ritual and how it happened and what made you cultivate this.
So there's actually a story for this. My dad has this. He believes that exam के पहले आपको सिर्फ revise करना है. You know, सिर्फ revision करना है. आपको मतलब fresh से पढ़ना नहीं है. That means you're doing something really wrong. So I think it was English exam or something. Finals था. But finals I think it was 9th standard में थी या 8th standard? 9th standard. 9th standard में थी. I was in Doha in Qatar. So there was this film. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember कौन सी picture थी. I don't remember. But I wanted to see this film very badly. And I ended up calling all my friends. और मतलब they got so upset with me कि यार कल English exam है और you are asking us to go to the theater.
ये वो वाले students हैं जो
I know I'm coming off very bad. I know.
एग्जाम के एक दिन पहले जो चिल करते हैं, चलना घूमते हैं, and then they talk. I know that category of people.
I know. I'm coming off very bad, but this is the origin.
But actually, पता चलना चाहिए वो लोग इतने intelligent क्यों हैं और ऐसे क्यों आते हैं.
नहीं, just I'm saying my super villain origin story ये है. And then my dad said, "Beta, if you're going to wait for people na to do things, then you're going to be waiting your entire life. So if you want to go see the film, I'll drop you. Go see the film and come." I was 14 then.
He said, "I'll drop you. Go see it."
Yeah, and since I was 14 till now, that's what I do. This is really the story. This is how it started.
And is that the reason you were so enamored that you want to come into films? You wanted to be an actor? कि उसकी अलग कहानी?
I used to get bullied a lot, and for that reason, stories, books, and films used to be my only friends, my only constant companions.
Wow.
And when I saw the first film, my tiny little brain exploded. I couldn't. It was like magic. Yeah. Even now, if you are lucky enough to fall in love, great. But if you aren't, I feel like cinema is the only magic that there is. That's why on set I'm a happy little crazy person.
Yeah.
Because I cannot believe that what this bullied child thought so many years ago. Because I never thought.
So great.
But I never thought, yeah. I never thought कि I mean, someone like me, मुझे chance मिलेगा. मतलब अभी भी थोड़ा dicey है situation.
नहीं.
I thought it was a family business that certain people handle, and if we are just for the audience.
More than just OTT, I would like to take this opportunity to share that the thought processes, the people that have changed, and because of that, people have started casting people like us, and there are a few people who really want that they should see the project or the performers to be really well more than the family business.
I agree. Because there are some wonderful people out there who still want to tell great stories and take whoever suits that world, you know. I'm very grateful. That's why on set I'm mad.
As I said before, that I have many things that I get inspired by you. One of them is also reading. You read a lot. You are an avid reader, voracious reader, so to say. I know the story, but I want people to know that, and I want the youngsters to know how important it is and how interesting it is if you start reading at an early age.
For me, it was an escape because I couldn't find friends, so I decided to find friends in the stories that I read. So, mere liye, it was a whole new world opened up, and you're in one place, sitting in one place, and you're immediately transported to whatever you're reading, right? Different world, different universes, whether it's murder, thriller, history, science fiction, fantasy. There's so many different things that you can, and pick a book that you like. It's not that you have to read all the classics or you have to read a certain type of book. Pick something that speaks to you. It fuels your imagination. It makes you consider points of view that you haven't had before. You see how to approach conflict. There are only benefits.
I want to add another thing which you had told me before, that you were a very, very inquisitive child. कि बहुत जानना था, बहुत कुछ जानना था, which is what I remember. You wanted to know so much that, or you wanted to hear so many stories that your parents said कि we are out of stories, take this book.
Yeah, correct. That's how it started. You're absolutely right.
So I want to say one thing. बचपने में ना, I really want कि ऐसी वाली education होनी चाहिए कि it's okay कम friends हैं, it's okay कोई नहीं बुला रहा है, it's okay कि कम number आ रहे हैं, it's okay. But it is not okay sometimes for people. IIT में नहीं निकला, it's okay. You know, so all these things should be okay, and that should be a part of our, you know, I wish it should be a part of our syllabus, education, curriculum, and this will also take care so much of mental health and talk about that also in the syllabus in a nice, fun way, so interesting bhi ho. So one of the reasons could be reading, and another I can say writing. If you feel anything, you feel lonely, sad, I think writing is a great thing to do.
Because there's a very famous quote by Dr. Seuss. Again, he's one of the starter books that I feel like everybody should read. Basically, like same point that Sunny was just saying. There's no one else youer than you in this world.
Wow.
So you might as well be you because everybody else is taken. So whatever makes you, you, is all the things that you are. You know, there is no should.
Yeah.
Should, could, would,
Yeah.
must. कुछ भी नहीं
You are unique. Forget judgments, forget concepts, forget ऐसा ही होता है. Create your way, yeah. What is that thing that leans you so much towards travel and food? Travel is mine also. I'll share in a bit.
Yeah. I had come directly from Dubai to a place called Warangal. Directly.
Warangal is in which state?
It's now in Telangana. It was in
You
Andhra
should know
Pradesh.
that. Telangana. You can speak Telugu also, right?
Yes, I can read and write also. But we'll do another segment with Sunny in Telugu. Tarvata. Sarena?
Kammani prema lekhani rasindu hridayamai
That is Telugu.
ప్రియతమాని నీచట కుశలమాని
వచ్చట కుశలమై.
బొమ్మలన్నీ పాటలు కనుల తోటలు
Something.
పాట వాటలు
I don't know the lyrics.
కమ్మని
Not bad, man. Not bad. Also, that is Ilayaraja original is in Tamil.
Tamil.
So a lot of Tamilians are like, please, ye to Telugu aana nahi hai. We get it. We know. But come on, hello, that is so sweet. But yes. So I came directly to engineering college in Warangal. And I was deposited into a government hostel by my parents. You remember that scene in Tare Zameen Par, jahan pe wo matlab the scene happens with the bacha and the mom. That happened.
So that also I'll tell you, it happened with me.
Yeah, it happened with me also, with me and mummy, because I was directly like a spoiled little kid in Dubai. And I came to engineering and my dad's like, nahi, she has to be independent. And mom's like, meri bacha. And I'm like, aise mat chodo. All of that shit was happening, full drama. So I dehydrated myself by crying. So next day in the morning for breakfast, I was starving. मतलब मुझे अभी खाना है. तो मतलब mess पे I was one of the first people to reach. Mess पे there was orange water, white water, green water. And I'm standing there with my plate. There is idli. I'm like, okay, fine. I recognize idli. I'm going to eat idli. I went, put 2 idli on my plate and I'm waiting. You know, this water will turn into chutney magically at some point. And I'm waiting and then this guy comes. He's like, Arey, why are you not eating? Like, I mean, this is just water. What do I do? And I'm like, oh, bus. And then he rotates this and I'm like, this is very nice. I'm going to stop. And I went. Since then, because usse pehle I used to be a very picky eater. My parents used to have a lot of trouble. Can you imagine me?
Oh my God, can't.
Can you? Exactly. I used to be like, nahi, mujhe ye nahi khana. I can't eat that. All that shit. Came government hostel. This is a hot tip for parents. You want to change your children's eating habits, throw them in a government hostel. But I was in that hostel and after, because I had starved so much and I'm like, I can't keep starving. If I'm not going to eat what they gave me, I'm going to die.
Correct.
So I started eating and since then, now I look at food that anyone has prepared anything and you put it in front of my face, I will eat it. Because it in my head, it equates to love.
Wow.
Because somebody has made it
Fabulous.
with their hands.
Fabulous.
I am going to eat it.
Same story. I didn't know that itna same hai. So Tare Zameen.
We didn't talk about this.
We didn't talk.
Oh shit.
See, that's why the show happens.
That's nice. That's
In
nice.
our
Because we have talked about everything.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised that there are some stories we don't. I like it. Nice.
Yeah.
Chalo.
So Tare Zameen pe exact that scene. When I saw in the theater, I have not cried. I have howled and sobbed. And I was not that young. I was in 3rd class. And my mom left me to Missouri. And thankfully, my brother was also there, was in 7th. But usse farak nahi padta hai yaar. Because we have a lot of love, wo fights, wo sab alag baat hai.
Yeah.
But I am left alone here. And exact that day, I remember I don't know how my mom left me there. How she got that courage to leave that face of mine.
Yeah, sweet Sunny. Sweet Sunny.
Crying.
Yeah.
And I am telling her कि मत जाओ ना, please मत जाओ. मैं क्या करूँगा अकेला यहाँ पे, please. And I can think about it and cry. And that was the day happened with me in class 3.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? I saw another child who was in nursery. He was in hostel. And again, food खराब था यार.
Yeah, it is. It's bad.
बैगन खाना पड़ता था.
It's bad. It's bad.
and
Bangan was a vegetable. I had water.
यार बैंगन मुझे
had
बहुत
होली.
अच्छा लगता है आज वो prepared कैसा होता था मुझे मैं I remember I used to and we had to finish the plate that was the rule मैं खाता था ऐसा पानी पी जाता था and of course मैं भी ऐसा ही था कि घर में रोता था कि मैं ये खाना मैं नहीं खाऊंगा and I used to cry
yeah. मुझे यही दो, मुझे
and
नहीं
probably
चाहिए.
I used to do that because when I used to come from hostel ना तो मुझे शायद अच्छा खाना खाना होता था तो मेरा अलग स्टोरी है कि मुझे इतना वैल्यू नहीं हुआ खाने का
नहीं I
लेकिन
changed
मुझे
completely.
ये हुआ कि 3 महीने हैं मैं सिर्फ घर पे 3 महीने हूँ मुझे प्लीज अच्छा खाना खाना मैं ये नहीं खाऊंगा मैं नहीं खाऊंगा मुझे पनीर चाहिए पर्टिकुलर वे में पनीर चाहिए तो पनीर का मैं तब से फैन हूँ and that's the story I connected with you and
No, but the difference, guys, I would also like to say the difference between his story and my story is it's still allowed because he was in 3rd standard. I was 17 years old and having this experience with my mom. Little bad because all the other kids were like, you know, everybody's like, "Ise kya ho gaya? Why is she doing this? It's so gross." Now I'm like, "Mama, now 17." There's a little bit. I feel like he was cooler. I was not. Again, because of my dad, we used to shift around a lot, and I've lived in like 6-7 countries. And that time I used to hate it because it was very nomadic. It used to take time. मतलब दोस्त बनाने के लिए बहुत time लगता था. I used to comfortable हो जाती थी. Immediately we had to move.
Change.
Then it was, and for a shy kid, I know it's hard to believe. For a shy, introverted kid, it used to be very hard for me. But I don't know. As I started growing, I think it fell in the same category कि मुझे explore करना है. Again, I'm saying this from a very privileged
समझ गया मैं
point of view.
I'm getting
हाँ, क्योंकि I can afford to not worry about मतलब घर, a little bit rent, पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे, a little bit that tension I worked hard enough to not worry. I get it, it's very privileged. In fact, in one of my traveling things also, there's this artist that I've always kind of admired, Jean-Michel Basquiat, who's like a French.
of course
I think neo-expressionism. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. You're wearing his shirt.
thank you
That
for
is his
telling me
iconic. Yeah, that's his iconic crown, and that's this artist called Jean-Michel Basquiat.
wow
So who I saw the works of when I went to Austria. They're doing a special showcase of his work.
wow
See, again, travel.
For me, I generally like to know people, their aspirations, and if they are inclined to something that they want to do in life or they want to make that as a profession. Why? What is that kick? What is that charge, or what is that impetus that gave them to become this person? I don't know. I love to hear these stories, and it's so beautiful. And in hindsight, when I see it, really helps me as an actor. So that becomes a very, very important aspect in my life. Travel, and more than that, you forget whatever tensions, whatever you have in your life. You're free from that. You're just fresh. So, guys, I want to say this in front of camera that Shreya is a massive flirt,
Yes, I am.
but she doesn't realize who is flirting with her. So, guys,
Yeah, I really don't. Yeah, this is
guys,
a problem.
here is a single, hot, eligible, dildar,
Talented.
intelligent, talented girl who is single and ready to mingle,
I don't know if
but
I'm ready to mingle.
but she's
Yeah,
looking
of
for
course.
some. You're not ready to mingle.
I mean, I इतना honest नहीं
ये
होना
शर्माती
चाहिए।
है, ठीक है? इसे कोई इसके साथ कोई फ्लर्ट करता है तो भी इसको पता नहीं चलता है.
मुझे पता नहीं चलता सच में।
तो
I
guys,
don't know if you are interested in me. You have
I
to be a
want to
little
put it out there कि थोड़ा सा
direct,
explicitly बोलो,
direct,
not explicit, directly बोलो कि I'm interested in you. Then let's see, बात कहीं आगे बढ़े, कुछ DM VM करो जरा कि आपको मतलब you like her और ये सारी चीजें. Please show love for our dear Shreya, and I think she's quite eligible.
I'm quite eligible.
Yeah, I mean आपको खामियां ढूंढनी पड़ेंगी, निकालने पे भी नहीं मिलेंगी. Anyway.
Thank you. But this is true. I am a massive flirt, also true. But I really cannot tell when someone is interested in me. मतलब मुझे signs नहीं दिखते, इशारे नहीं दिखते, कुछ भी नहीं दिखता.
Don't play games with her. Be
Yeah.
direct.
Yes. That's an improvement.
Yeah. So now I have one very important kissa of ours. In lockdown, we were at home. There was sab shanti. There was silence. People were at homes, and हम लोग तो एक्टर हैं, क्या करें यार घर पे बैठ के, वी हैव टू डू समथिंग. एंड श्रेया केम अप विद दिस आइडिया कि let's make a web series sitting at home. So I was called, Sharif was called, Orithro, and few more people. Mohit Raina, Amol, all these people were called, and they lovingly, participated. And what we did, कि अपना अपना कैरेक्टर सबने किया है कि नहीं पता नहीं, पर अपना अपना कैरेक्टर लिखा, उसका थोड़ा सा स्टोरी, उसका स्टोरी डिस्क्राइब किया. एंड आई वाज प्लेइंग श्रेयास ब्रदर. एंड क्या छोटे मोटे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट अपने एंड पे हमने लिखे, एंड वी ऑल डिस्कस्ड, करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग. एंड देन वहां से शुरू होके एक स्टोरी बनी एंड वेब सीरीज बनी. उसमें उसका नाम था द वायरल वेडिंग. इट्स ऑन एरोस, द वायरल वेडिंग. श्रेया ने लिखा, पूरा कोऑर्डिनेट किया, पूरा तैयार किया. उसकी मैं स्टोरी बताता हूँ. ऑफ कोर्स घर में शूट किया अपना वर्जन. आई हैड रोल फॉर माय मॉम. आई ट्राइड विद माय मॉम आल्सो, बट इट वाज सो स्वीट ऑफ हर एंड इट वाज सो फनी. शी वाज, कैसी हो श्रेया, मैं ठीक हूँ, तुम कैसी हो. इट वाज लाइक दैट, बट शी वाज वेरी स्वीट. She learned all the lines and it was very sweet of her. Thank you, mommy. I make fun of her a lot about this. And it was very difficult to shoot, and we managed all that, everybody at our homes. And that I remember vividly, कि वो क्या से क्या हो गया वाली बात, क्या से क्या हो गया. But you along with the team and whatever parts we had, we together achieved.
We were the first show in the world to be shot, like conceptualized, shot and produced and released in lockdown. Within the first 2 months of lockdown.
And I should say thank you to Raj and DK, sir, as you said, and to Eros.
And to Eros, yeah.
Picked it up.
Ridhima man, thanks, yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
So श्रेया उस प्रोसेस में
necessary groceries के लिए हमने प्लान बनाया.
हाँ, तो हम लोग necessary grocery के लिए मिले. And she was in the process of, editing, making it, whatever DIY, post-production, so to say. And I saw her. And उसके 4 सफेद बाल और वो पतली सी. मैंने कहा भाई, film making is not an easy job, and it completely showed on her health.
Yeah.
And she was like 4 baal, and she was looking completely different. And
like a stick.
Yeah, you would become like a stick.
But I was living alone also, so I didn't know how to feed my.
Yeah, and so what keeps you sane, and what do you do between your shoots?
This is a very good question, because I don't think I'm sane. I'm barely sane. I'm barely hanging on by a thread. All of this is great acting. No, yeah, but it is hard. I'm not going to lie to you. It's hard. We have cried about this together.
Yeah, of course.
Literally and figuratively. See, that's why I feel like the reading helps a lot. The watching films, because I genuinely love them. I watch as much as I can all the time. That does help. Travel really does help. Spending time with you guys, friends.
Playing games. The game nights really help.
Nights really help, yeah.
Game nights really are instrumental in our life.
That's the thing. You have to keep finding things to do. Varna, this place is not very easy for you to be in, especially when you don't know anybody. Matlab Godfather type, whatever.
Yeah.
You don't have proper backing. Because my dad still tells me, yaar, isko bata do, koi GMAT kar le, MBA kar le, even now.
But I want to also say this, because our industry is like this, कि इतना ज़्यादा low होता है, बहुत high भी होता है. और वो high इतना ज़्यादा जो होता है, वो शायद और कहीं भी नहीं होता है. So, that is how life is. It is like this. If it is this, it is flat. We are no more. So, उसके benefits भी हैं.
I want the high.
Yeah, low हो गए ना, हुए हैं ना. वो होते हैं, तो वो it happens. For me, I think बहुत छोटा सा है मेरा, कि like we rightly said, like playing games, we are in the moment. While we are shooting, while we are on the sets, I think I am in the moment. That is what I think right now I feel is my purpose, to enjoy that and to celebrate that.
This is something that I'm struggling with. All my friends and the people around me, I feel like they're constantly moving in their life, whether they're getting a job promotion, even if it's not in my field. Chodo, wo important nahi hai. Even suppose they're getting a promotion, they're getting married, having children, none of which even applies to my line.
Way of life.
Yeah, way of life, exactly. But it still feels like they're moving. It still feels like there's some progress, some movement happening. Whereas I feel like either I'm sinking or I'm coming up and little swimming. Sinking, So it's like, here, how do you deal with feeling stuck?
So I'll share you a perspective from the outer side. I am completely with you when you talk about being stuck, being not able to move. But what I think is, when you have this realization that you feel कि तुम stuck हो, it is in itself saying that you're moving. Fair enough, हमें दिख नहीं रहा है अभी. और कई बार क्या होता है कि चीजें हमारे साथ होती हैं. We are definitely moving, and I can tell you you're moving. Moving where? I will not say, I'll not compare this in terms of work. It's a very small thing. We give so much importance to our work. It's a very, very small thing. I'm telling you, eventually, what will matter is what you think, what you feel, how you are at this stage in your life, and how people are around you, and what kind of sanity is maintained in you. That is what will stay in the longer run. And in that sense, I have seen you moving, which probably you don't acknowledge about yourself.
Maybe.
You don't acknowledge at all. Be it travel, be it whatever. For me, probably yoga might be my therapy. What I can see right now, travel could be your therapy. And I don't know, you meet so many people, and seeing people, probably you talk to them, you get something from them, you heal them, and you are healed on yourself. You don't realize. Calm को लेके तो I know we have to be little calm. You know, वो तो अब कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते उसके लेके. But I know, मेरे को I did an episode with Bhuvan. It was very, very nice in terms of this thing what I learned. उसके दोस्त ने उसको बोला, हम दोस्ती की बात कर रहे थे ना, उसके दोस्त ने उसको बोला कि तू ना रोल के पीछे मर मत, रोल के पीछे भाग मत, तू बस बह, यू जस्ट फ्लो विथ योर लाइफ. एक रोल पड़ा है, रेडी है, यू जस्ट नीड टू रीच देयर. सो रोल्स आर रेडी फॉर अस. आई एम टेलिंग यू, वी आर जस्ट गेटिंग रेडी टू रीच देयर.
और कितने रेडी होंगे
If we
यार,
take
बस.
it, no, if we take it like this, I'm telling you, Shreya, आ रहा है, अगले साल आ रहा है. I know. You never know how it works, in what way, for whoever, irrespective of the length and other things of the role and importance. You never know.
I know why you said that.
So let's
but
hope for the best.
Everybody else will find out.
Let's
soon.
hope for the best. Here is a segment of Insta questions जो हमारे प्यारे फैंस और प्यारे चहेतों ने मैसेज किया है. आपके लिए सवाल है,
Oh my God.
हमारे लिए सवाल है.
Okay. 3, no?
मतलब फैमिली में 1 और 2 को 2 बोल रही है.
नहीं याद. Obviously.
So 3.
3.
Family and 1, 2, and viral wedding.
And hopefully more.
And hopefully more,
Hopefully
yeah.
more.
मेहुल जैन पूछ रहे हैं, क्या आप सनी सर की डेथ का बदला लोगे?
वो आपको सीजन 3 में पता चलेगा. देखिए फैमिली मैन सीजन 3 ओनली ऑन प्राइम वीडियो.
दाल, चावल, भिंडी, आलू तले हुए, कुरकुरे.
Koki, I like Koki.
Oh, Koki, I love Koki also.
My favorite.
There's so many
Now
things
city
I love.
people are my family also.
And my mom makes so many things. I love everything.
Yeah.
Kadi chawal, sai bhaji, everything. What does an ideal man look like to you? I'm sure he's asking you. What does an ideal man...
Say what an ideal man looks like to you.
I'll say, but it'll be nice if you say first.
If he'd be kind would be nice. Reasonable looking, little height, because little.
Yeah, of course.
Physical compatibility, obviously. But if he's kind and if he's maybe little intelligent, and I don't mean book smart, but even if he's like
Smart.
Yeah, like if he has like a decent EQ and stuff. And I have a weird thing for dudes who have athletic ability and proficiency. क्योंकि I don't have anything.
Family Man season 3 कब आ रहा है? ये एक जन का नाम नहीं है, इसमें लिखा है several. Several people have asked.
It is coming next year at some point on Amazon Prime Video. Family Man season 3, 2025.
Shreya, thank you for coming to our show, Sunny Sunayi Baatein. So because you're so lovely,
Yes.
and you
I am.
you're so sweet, and you love something.
I do.
You love gifts.
I do.
So we will give you a gift.
He is right. I do love gifts. I love gifts very
This
much.
is a small gift
Small age, big. I
from
like
us.
it.
And-
body hai.
And please, you can check it out. This
No,
is
check it out.
6 or 7 years. देख तो सही क्या है?
Such
एक दो चीज देख ले.
Oh my God.
Read are these the ones you like? So
now that the segment is about to get over,
Yes.
I just wanted to ask something in return.
Mhm.
I want to ask for a wow.
Wow.
Wow. कैमरा को साक्षी मानते हुए आप ऐसी एक चीज बताएंगी जो आप कब से करना चाह रही हैं, बचपन से मन हो, इंस्ट्रूमेंट सीखना है, माउंट एवरेस्ट जाना है, समथिंग दैट यू रियली वांट टू डू एंड यू विल डू इट.
Oh no.
नेक्स्ट टाइम प्रॉब्ली वी मीट, कैमरा साक्षी है, कभी भी पकड़ेगा.
This is little tough.
Still something, whatever. What do you want to do?
I want to do a lot of things, but I have zero faith in myself that I will do any of
Say
these
one
things.
thing and that will be
मतलब हाँ कैमरा को
on
साक्षी मान-
camera.
That मुश्किल
You
है
will
यार.
have to do. You have
Okay, you
to.
know what?
You don't have to give time limit.
Okay, yeah, I have been shooting. Shooting, rifle shooting, target shooting. I'll try and get my score above 95. Right now I'm averaging 85 plus. I'll get it about 95.
Not counted.
What?
Not counted.
It's tough. ये बहुत tough है. You know how many bullseyes you have to hit उसके लिए? सच में it's very tough यार. It's very tough यार. Guys who shoot, please, it's very tough.
Okay, ये मान ले
ये क्या मान
कि
लिया?
कोई और एक और कि एक
This is
और
tough.
कह रहे निकलना है, मान लो. अच्छा
It's tough यार. Shit यार. Value
done.
नहीं है.
चलो, superb. So I'll wait for this. Since we have the OG gamer, we can't go without playing. And the game that we decided वो ग्रुप में खेली जाती है.
हाँ.
लेकिन हम एक छोटा सा नजराना
We'll adjust.
एक
आज के लिए
adjust
स्पेशल
करके,
एपिसोड के लिए सनी
special
सुनाई
episode.
बातें के लिए
एक छोटा सा नजराना गेम लाओ. It is Filmoholic.
जो एक्चुअली अवेलेबल नहीं है तो डोंट आस्क मी वेयर यू विल गेट इट. इट्स अ वेरी ओल्ड गेम. आई थिंक इट्स 15 years old.
And I am not an alcoholic, but I would definitely love to be Filmoholic. That's great.
बिन यारों के ये दिल ना लगे, हो खुशी या हो गम, टकराती है प्यालियां, दोस्ती में लगे मीठी सी सब गालियां, वही
DDLJ. पता था मुझे पहले से. हाँ. जाबान इश्क का बीड़ी जलाई ले, तुरंत बोल दिया क्या? अच्छा हाँ समझ गया. अच्छा गुलाम आती क्या खंडाला.
यस
बात करते हैं
अमिताभ बच्चन.
आसमान की, चाय पीते हैं उधार
अच्छा,
पे।
डिम्पल्स है.
हाँ कमीन है थोड़े
सुनील
से
शेट्टी नहीं,
मगर
सॉरी, डिम्पल्स किसको है?
मिटेंगे
रणबीर
ये
कपूर.
तो याद
ऐसे
पे।
कौन चलता है पुराना?
टांग खींचेंगे लेकिन यही मुश्किलों
क्या
में
कर
फिर संभालेंगे,
लंबा
दीवारें भी
क्या है वो?
हो
Ghost.
खड़ी, यही रास्ता निकालेंगे।
डायनासोर. इनो मोरिया.
यस
यारी तेरी शान है मेरी, तुझको छोड़ दे बताना कैसे हम सारे, तू तो जाने
I know the song.
हो खुशी या
Wait. Say no, really. I'm really. Say again. I forget. I'm really going. Say again. What is the song? Suraj Mohammed now. Sorry.
गाना नहीं है क्या?
उड़े जब जुल्फे तेरी. क्या से क्या हुआ दिल्ली वैली. निकला तो काला ना हो भाभी बस. I know a lot of things. I can't say them on camera, but क्योंकि आई थिंक काफी लोग, मतलब हमने भी इसके बारे में डिस्कस किया हुआ है, क्योंकि सनी इज एक्स्ट्रा मेगा कम्पिटिटिव, बट व्हाट यू डोंट नो इज दैट यू नो जो स्लेजिंग चलता है इंडिया पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट मैचेस की तरह, जो स्लेजिंग उन मैचेस पे होते हैं ना, दैट्स व्हाट ही डज. Apart from just being competitive, he will actually try to make you feel like a bad person. Like he actually makes you feel कि यार आपके लाइफ में सब कुछ बहुत बुरा चल रहा है और आप ये गेम हारने वाले हो. So it's not just the fact that he's competitive, he'll make you feel bad about losing. वो भी कर सकता है.
So what would you like to say to people about the episode?
I think this is just one of many awesome episodes that your host and host Sunny Hinduja is going to bring to you. So please like कीजिए, share कीजिए, subscribe कीजिए और लोगों को बताइए और उनको बोलो कि like करो, share करो, subscribe करो.
Thank you. Thank you.
बात करते हैं आसमान की, चाय पीते हैं उधार पे. हाँ कमी न है थोड़े से, मगर मर मिटेंगे ये तो यार पे.